Hello everyone and welcome to my channel, and today I'll be reading a multi-character expositor by me. So let's get into it. Midoriya Izuku. Midoriya is ultimately wonderful about everything, but when he sees you wearing those shorts, he can't help but keep glancing at you. And maybe it's not because he's used to seeing so much skin, but that would be a lie. It's just that he's not used to seeing that much skin from you, and especially while you were being his girlfriend. It made him feel like there was a lot more that he could do than just look, and that he was not just brave enough to do it. But you saw him, the fleeting glances, the shy looks, and the way he would avert his gaze whenever you looked back at him, his cheeks bright red. He was not very subtle about what he did, and you thought that made it all the more adorable and all the more exciting. And after 2 hours, 2 torturous hours of him just looking at you like that, and not knowing what to do, feeling like there's something that he desperately wants but can't get, you decide to relieve him of the state that he's in, and go over to him, taking his hand gently in yours. Look, Izu, if you're gonna look at me like that all evening, I'd rather you just do whatever you want, you say teasingly. And it blushes brighter somehow. You're not even sure you can get brighter than that. But constantly, he loves to prove you wrong. Wayan, I wasn't looking or anything. Yeah, you were. There's no need to hide that from me, Izu. He blushes at that, but not shyly, and reaches out to put a hand on your thigh. It was so soft, so gentle, and shy, and you felt like the touch was electrifying, because as soon as he put a hand to your thigh, he immediately pulled away, his face somehow getting brighter even more, and you chuckle, leaning down to press a soft kiss to his cheek. How about a little bit later, so you can prepare yourself mentally? And he nods, grateful for the opportunity and a little bit of relief that you will give him. Todoroki Shoto. Todoroki wasn't often shy, and most of the time he didn't notice things that he probably should, but when it came to you, he probably pays a little bit too much of attention, and though not most of the time, it goes into the right place. Like maybe seeing that you're wearing really short shorts today, and his gaze being utterly fixated on your thighs. It's like he had nowhere else to look in the entire campus. And maybe anyone else would have thought it's a little bit uncomfortable or weird, but you were more than happy with the looks he was giving you, because most of the time, he was very, well, he never looked at you in this way, like he wanted you. And you were sure that he loved you and wanted you, of course. But him saying it and him doing something about it are two completely different things. So, it wasn't weird that you were happy that you were able to get these looks from him. And that's why you kept pushing your luck a little bit longer, walking in front of him a couple of times, until, somehow, your wishes came to life. Would you stop for a minute, Wayan? And you do, looking towards him, faking an innocent look. What's wrong, Shoto? Nothing. Nothing's wrong at all, he says, and he pats his lap, signaling you to sit there. And who are you to refuse? Of course you do just that. And he puts his hands on your thighs, like he's exploring something new. He looks very shy, and a little bit out of his element as well. But there's a soft smile on his face. That was very small, and very faint. You can see a blush as well. And you know, things were just about to get really exciting between the two of you. And that's when he decides to take things somewhere more private if he wants to actually have some fun, and tells you to go to your dorm room. And what happens rest? Well, I will leave that up to you. Bakugou Katsuki? Well, Katsuki was not shy. He was more the jealous type, and also the type that does not like to show weakness in any possible way, because how dare you make him weak like that? He was supposed to be, well, resistant to all of your attempts. That's what he thought, but he utterly wasn't. So it was hard for him to come to the truth and to actually make peace with it. But eventually he realized if he wants to enjoy the present with you, he will have to admit some things about himself that he never really quite expected to be true. And that's why, when he saw you put on these shorts and felt something like he just wanted to get his hands on you in any possible way, he took a deep breath and decided to think. Maybe there was something he could do about this. Maybe there was something he could do to avoid these urges, but it was evidently very difficult, because then, as you kept teasing him with your walk and giving him looks that said that you noticed what was going on in his mind very well, he decided it wasn't worth beating around the bush for. Instead, went right over to you, wrapping his arms around your waist. You know what you do to me, Ryan, and you love to take advantage of that, don't you? And what if? Am I wrong to want to see my boyfriend all over me? You say teasingly, and he blushes, but pulls you even closer. No, I can't say you are. He leans in, giving you a soft kiss, his hands on your waist, angling you closer to him as you cuddled into his arms. And though there was not much that he would do at this stage in the relationship, it was fun to cuddle close to him, someone who wasn't very cuddly in most days. And he even let you sit on his lap so you could put his hands on your thigh, as if you watched the movie. And usually he would say that was a waste of time, and it was not the most productive way to spend your free time together, but maybe today it was good. And maybe just because he wanted to rest and put a hand on your thigh, though he would never say which it was.